Since 2013, with the leak of highly sensitive information and documents from the NSA by Edward Snowden, the government has looked more closely at the cybersecurity practices of the contractors that are working for them. The level of cybersecurity requirements for a federal contractor increases as the sensitivity of data and information increases, and all contractors must abide by the provisions of the Federal Information Security Act and NIST Special Publication 800-53, which I've mentioned several times when we talk about security frameworks. Contractors that handle classified information have more stringent regulations enumerated in the National Industrial Security Program Operating Manual, or the NISPOM. A newly unclassified category has been created for information that's not classified but is sensitive, called Controlled Unclassified Information, or CIU. The Federal Information Security Management Act, or FISMA, is a framework for information security. It's updated with the Federal Information Security Modernization Act in 2014. The scope of the FISMA covers both government agencies as well as federal contractors. Thus, if you are a federal contractor or have you work for a company that has federal contracts, you will have to be compliant with FISMA. It delegates part of the information security program to the Office of Management and Budget, for the development of government-wide information security policies, standards, and guidelines, and coordinating with NIST on standards and guidelines. FISMA has several requirements. Implementing information security practice protections commensurate with the risk and magnitude of harm, undergoing information security risk assessment from senior agency officials, implementing necessary protections, and testing and evaluating the information security controls. Information security compliance should be delegated to a chief information officer, and overseeing agency information security training, annual report on the effectiveness of agency information security controls, and hold personnel accountable for complying with the program. FISMA is a comprehensive program. It encompasses periodic risk assessments, policies and procedures based on the risk assessments, subordinate plans for information security, security training, annual testing and evaluation of policies and procedures, remedial action to correct security flaws, security incident detection, reporting and response procedures, and continuity of operations. FISMA breach notification, you have to report expeditiously, and there needs to be a general description of the breach and an estimate of the number of individuals whose information was disclosed, description of circumstances which delays notification, and an estimate of when the agency will notify individuals. And so I have a reference over here to the right of certainly one of the most devastating attacks in government databases of the OPM hack. And certainly if you're interested, you could follow that link to get more information.